Dear Misty, I have been seeing this new guy for the last 2 months, and everything has been perfect and wonderful and great and grand until tonight. We had our first sexual encounter, and I went down on him. And the smell was so bad, I stopped and asked him to take me home. What should I do? Asked by Christian 101. Holy moly. Well, first of all, in his defense, you have been dating for 2 months and this has never happened. In his defense, how is he to know that he needed to wash and prepare and do a little extra cleaning? Not knowing the situation or scenario, what was he doing right before this? For example, when I was in college, I was a huge whore. Okay, I'm kind of always been a whore. But when I was in college, I lived in Oklahoma. And I was driving around Tulsa. I don't know what I was doing or where I was going, but I was by myself. And I was in a car, and I was driving. And I saw a super hot guy in basketball shorts with a basketball. And I pulled up, and I asked him, like, hey, do you need a ride? I'm not usually this brave, by the way, but he was really hot. And he was walking on the street, so I'm like, do you need a ride? And he was like, sure. I'm only going up like 4 blocks, but sure, I could take a ride. So I give him a ride. And in the car, we started talking, and one thing led to another. Next thing I know, I'm sucking his dick. Now, I'm a little white girl from the redneck Vale of country. And I'm not giving a specific place because I grew up in a lot of places. Long story short, I had never seen an uncut penis before. I had seen a lot of penis. I was on the swim team, for God's sakes. I had seen a lot of penises, but I had never seen an uncut one. And it was uncut. And in his defense, he had been playing basketball all day and was going home. But Mary Louise, oh my God, it was so, and I didn't even notice it at first, you know, but when I was down there and I went to pull the skin, I didn't really know what I was doing either. I was, you know, just like, and I went to pull the skin back, holy God. The scent, the odor, the fragrance filled my entire car, and I puked. Literally, I opened my door and puked out the door. I was so embarrassed. I was more embarrassed for him, but I was really embarrassed that I just puked, trying to give somebody head. That had definitely never happened before. Since then, for a very long time, by the way, I was terrified of uncircumcised people. Living in South Florida, I have gotten over that fear. However, I come to realize that all I have to do is wash it. Body odor is cool like that. Like, really, you just have to wash it. Now, unless he has a medical condition or is on some kind of weird garlic supplements or vitamins, etc., and it naturally comes from within his body, that's a different problem. But it's probably just a you need to wash scenario. Now, when you talk to him next, just be like, oh my gosh, I was so embarrassed. I'm sorry I had to take you home, but I know we weren't, you know, we didn't plan this. You know, I've had a couple embarrassing situations myself where I did not know we were going to be intimate, and therefore I didn't do the proper cleanings. You know, since then, I now have a little thing in my shower that in case I might, or I think I could, I make sure I'm clean. Just in case. You know, it only takes a couple extra minutes. As you get older and as you mature, you do know that cleanliness is next to godliness, and you do take extra steps on situations where it might happen. Especially if you're dating someone, you know, and if you're taking it slow, yeah, you might not know it's tonight, but what if it is? And or then you have a slut bag or a whore bag in your car, which that's a good misdemeanor. I should do one. But because I have a horror bag in my car, and it contains things like baby wipes, etc. So that's when you're like, oh wait, I have to go to the bathroom real quick to make sure that everything's cute. But yeah, don't punish him, don't freak out, it's just human nature. You know, sometimes guys forget deodorant, and they stink, but doesn't mean they stink every day. It doesn't mean your relationship's over. Take a deep breath away from him, and then go back into the situation. This is something I learned the hard way. A sharp blade heals much faster than a jagged edge. Meaning, if you rip the band-aid off, it heals, you get over the pain much faster than if you pull it really slow. Don't ease in and just be like, dude, make sure, you know. And another thing, and here's my last bit of advice for you. When I first started dating someone after this instance that was uncut, the only way that I would have intimate relations with him would be in the shower. Meaning, let's take a shower and I'll make sure that this is real clean. I'll wash it for you, and everybody likes, you know, wash my back, I'll wash yours, and let me take my hands and fingers in dirty places and make sure they're real clean. It's fun. And therefore, you know, if you're going to go down and taste it, it smells good and it is clean. Anyways, that was an Ask Misty. Loving you is easy.